Hi, my name's Jason. I'm a physiotherapist. I work at Physio Physiotherapy in Leichhardt. Today I'm going to be taping this ankle. This lady is going to return to sport and suffered a lateral ankle sprain. The taping is going to provide support to the ankle and just improve some of her biofeedback mechanisms so she knows where her ankle is when she's in and running around on the sporting field. Okay, so to start, what I want to do is we've got to get the foot position in the correct position. So up at sort of plantigrade, that 90-degree position, with the foot not rolling out or rolling in. Okay, so if we get it in that nice position, then when we lay the tape down, it should sit pretty nicely. With these tendons that start to pop up, sometimes you can get a little bit of cutting across the tendons. So what I like to do is to try and ensure that we've got those covered with a couple of pieces of tape, and I'm using a Hyperfix or Fix-A-Mole type tape here. I'll talk to you more about that later on. And sometimes I'll hop a little bit around the back as well, just over the Achilles. Now, we're going to use a 38mm rigid sporting tape, which we can tear with our hands. And the way we measure our strips is I use the back of the tape on the skin. And so for this initial anchor point, I've measured that around. I want a little bit more. Tear it off, and then I'm going to place the first anchor down, just probably about 2 inches, about 5 centimetres above that lateral malleolus. Now, if you're not quite getting the tape around, if you're doing someone else's ankle, I'll just get the patient just to move down a little bit towards me, just so it makes it a bit easier for me to get the tape around. And then I just place that tape down, I'm not pulling it on hard. The next tape that I will put on is just a stirrup, so we're going to go over the lateral malleolus here, place the tape down, over the lateral malleolus, and then over the medial malleolus, which are the little bone protrusions at the base of the ankle there, just in here. Okay, so we've got our basic stirrup on. Now, if we're talking about a lateral ligament sprain, it's more these ligaments in here. So we want to provide some extra support there. So if we start by doing some figure sixes, and we can do them on both sides of the ankle. So we start down, go under, and then come back across the front of the ankle joint. Remember, we're not pulling it on hard, we're just placing over. That tape initially goes on at a little bit of an angle, just to cover the front of those ligaments, and we can put 2 or 3 of those on if we want some increased support. Okay, now if you do have a bit of an injury on the other side, you can do the reverse method back on the other side. So once again, little bit of an angle, now I've got to keep that up at 90, little bit of an angle, and then coming back over at 45 across the front of the ankle joint. So that's starting to build up quite a nice rigid tape. Because this patient's done a lateral ankle sprain, I'll do some short stirrups just to bolster that side a little bit more, and I'll pull them on quite tight, but then I just lay them down. Okay, so you pull them up tight, but then lay it down. And I find these ones stop you getting too bunched up over the base of the ankle or the heel, but provide useful support across the front of that ankle. Okay, so that once the ankle starts to roll, you can see clearly that those tapes are going to start to pull. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of a figure 8 ankle lock. I start off on the inside of the ankle, a little bit of an angle, and what I'm going to do is take it across the front of the ankle, round the back, pull the tape back on again, back down across the front of the ankle, underneath the foot. Just give that tape a little bit of a pinch, because remember the tape does not perfectly conform to the contours of one's foot. And then we place this up here just to finish that tape off. Okay, so that's nicely all locked down. We're looking quite good there. There are other ways of doing ankle locks, but that already started to fit up. It started to produce quite a nice ankle tape. Now, sometimes we end up with that little piece at the back which is a bit exposed. To stop the tape not cutting in, we can hop across there. A little piece, do another ankle lock up at the top, and another anchor at the top, just to finish the tape off. And we've got a fairly good, fairly supportive ankle there. You can continue down to the foot with a little bit of a herringbone, but that seems like it's going to be quite nicely positioned, and this person will do well with that on the sporting field. Now, if you do have any skin irritations, I suggest you use a Fixamol tape. It's a hypoallergenic tape. It doesn't have the zinc oxides that the brown tape has on it, and skin reactions are terrible. So certainly if you notice any skin reaction from either this or, more importantly, the zinc oxide tape, get it off straight away. They can become very nasty very quickly. Look, I hope to get you interested in some more videos. I certainly will be doing some plantar fascia taping and elbow taping in the future. Thank you.